Oh, hey. What are you doing around here? Yep, just locking up the club room. Yeah, practice was harsh, but not for someone as amazing as me, because I am amazing at volleyball. Mm. What? It looks like there's something on your mind. Care to explain? Or are you just gonna stand there with that sad face? Look, someone as great as me doesn't have time for this. So, why don't you just walk on over somewhere else? Oh, you want to open up to the great king? Well, be my guest. Wow, you lost your volleyball game today. Mm, yeah, you know me and the other Obajosai volleyball players, we rarely lose. So, I can't really relate. Well, sure, I've lost a game, but it's like never even happened if you have so many wins. That's what I like to say. Oh, was it a really rough loss? Because you seem particularly distraught. Why wouldn't I be able to pick that up? I know you, I mean, come on. Well, sure, I mean, I'm always at the top of everyone's mind, not just my own. But, you know, you should come into consideration sometimes, okay? Look, why would I be angry at you for losing a game? Sure, I mean, it's sad or whatever, but there's always next time, right? And if there's not a next time this year, there's a next time next year. Don't be so upset. It's not like anybody's forcing you to quit. You just gotta move forward. I know, I'm sounding all, I don't know, overly supportive. Not that I'm not a supportive person, but, might feel a little out of character for you, but I care about you. Yeah, someone like this king cares about someone, some underling, way beneath me. It's a compliment. Hmm. Yeah. Either way, what matters is that life moves forward. Whether you lost the game or not, life goes on. In the end, does it really matter if you win or not? Especially if this is something you're not particularly passionate about. If you don't plan on going to the big leagues, then you shouldn't let it get to you. It's one minor loss. It's not gonna kill you. No one's gonna be angry at you. Maybe your coach or your teammates if you did a particular move to upset them, but they won't care in a week. They won't remember in a month. Okay? So seriously, don't get so worked up. Oh, so you want to know how I deal with losing? Well, I don't let it get to me. You don't buy it. Well, okay. What I mean is, I kind of just blame the other team and, you know, say how some of their moves were unfair, or the ref should have called them out on this or that, All very reasonable. Don't don't disagree. Like, why would I be wrong? Exactly. So, I'm not. I never lose. I am the captain of the best team in the prefecture. So, that being said, even if we lose, it's just not likely. And even saying that hypothetically doesn't feel right. Yeah. You think I'm full of myself. Wow. You know, I don't know where you got that little inkling of thought into your brain, but it's not true. I am just infatuated by, how can I say this? By how much I can be passionate about something. Like volleyball, for example. I take the time to perfect my technique, make sure that I'm doing everything to the best of my ability. And of course, as captain, I have to make sure my teammates are doing the same. Yeah, that's why I was locking up. I stayed late to get some more practice in. Uh-huh. I mean, what kind of team captain would I be if I wasn't nearly as good as the others? Would be pretty embarrassing. I mean, don't you think? We're getting off topic. What you need to understand is that just because you lose doesn't mean you were even bad. The team you were up against just could have been otherworldly. You know? Maybe, whether it was a practice game or a real game, your coaches, both yours and the other teams, just were not aware of the practice levels. Maybe one of you practices like every single day, and the other team practices like half the amount of days. Or they practice for longer periods, you guys practice for shorter. Whatever it is, it might not even be your fault. It might just be how training goes, how you're trained, how they teach you to get your technique right. Everything. There's so much that goes into it. So what you need to remember is that you can't control the outcome of things, but what you can do is try and create the outcome that you'd like. So, if you feel maybe you didn't practice enough, put in the time to practice more. If you feel like you didn't get to do more one-on-one with teammates or, practice games, put in the time to do it. Because that's what's going to make you the happiest, right? Right. Because who doesn't want to win? Who doesn't want to win a volleyball game? I mean, I know I do. So, I'm sure anybody else would too. So, I am going to be prescribing you many things. Yes, prescribing. That's the word I'm going with. So, I want you to practice for, I'll say, somewhere between half hour and an hour more than you usually do. I maybe ask some teammates to stay after as well, so you can practice with them since you're not playing the game alone. Like, stupid Tobio. Anyways, I'd also like you to tell your coach if maybe there's some things you don't think you practiced enough in practice, that maybe they should have you do that more, because it might be needed. And your prescription is complete. Make sure to do as instructed. Now, I have to go home and make sure that I eat dinner. Because having a meal, having all 3 meals for that matter, is very important. And post-workout snack. So, gotta get the time, gotta make the time to do the best and be the best. That's what I'm gonna tell you. So, thank you for telling me what was bothering you. I know, I went out of my way to not talk about myself. Well, I guess I did, but whatever. Anyways, things will get better as long as you do your best. So, I'll see you later.